But we gotta go, baby. The rest of the week goes by a lot smoother, especially after I worked out my brain fuck at the pit. That guy, Josiah, he really fucking slugged me good when he got my liver, because that shit was, and sort of still is, bruised as hell. I had to take it easy in the gym, and thank God Solly just had us do more track. I'm getting used to having friends again, I think. I'm learning more and more about that little quirks, and Olivia must be really coming around me, considering she's whipping the shit out of me with her tail when I do something that annoys her. Sorry, I'm burping, okay? I'm full of soup. There's too much soup. It was good soup, but there's too much of it. And too much bread, too. The first time she did it, she hit me right in the bruise, and I swear to God, it nearly knocked me out of the pain so bad. I should have been pissed, but honestly, it was funny and I deserved it. And to her credit, she did apologize, but she realized how badly she hurt me. She now thinks she's very strong. She definitely got that fire inside her, that gal. She's a little quiet and withdrawn, but honestly, she's probably just as nervous as I'm about this shit. I think we filmed a quiet camaraderie through there, even though I'm pretty sure we're on friendly terms. Enough that I'm sure we're definitely on friendly terms. Ben gave me his number too, considering our partnership in photography. It's Friday now, which means it's time for me to help into Damien's house for summer's end. I almost contemplated giving some last-second excuse for not going. What else am I gonna do? Sit in my apartment all day doing fuck all? No, I had... Listen, someone made soup, okay? Someone made a lot of soup. And it was really good soup, and it had little slices of sausages in it. It was such good soup, I couldn't stop having soup! It's too much soup. I pulled up Damien's chat and reread the address. 61193 Crichton Road. I wasn't kidding, really, it's close to school. Mostly because it's habit for me. I take the metro to my usual drop-off point and walk the short distance to his house. Apparently his neighbor has a loose dog, but I'm not really worried about it. On the way there, thought pops into my head. Slip out my phone and dial Damien's number. Gets about halfway there before the second ring. Through the second ring before he picks up. Yo, Deester, you still coming today? Yeah, big guy, I'm on my way right now, but I was wondering if we should stop and pick something up, you know, be the courteous guest. I guess you could bring it back a soda or something if you really want it, but otherwise not really. We're pretty decked out. But yeah, you coming? You're gonna be pretty early, man. Yeah, I got nothing better to do. It's gonna be an issue? No, not at all, bro. It means we have more time to hang. I'll let the family know you're almost there. Yeah, sure, big guy. I'll see you in a bit. He gives me his goodbyes and I hang up the call, continue my walk. I stop at a convenience store and grab a 12-pack of hoop. A pop. He said it wasn't necessary, but whatever. As I near his house, I have my fated encounter with the neighbor's dog, which happens to be a moderately sized, all bark, no bite yapper. Only thing he's attacking is my eardrum. Yeesh. I shoo it away and take in the pain residence as I walk up the stone path. Pretty standard-looking house. Picturesque, even. It's got a spacious one-story joint with a nice garage. Shit, they even got a hoop. Damn, gotta do some hooping. Don't chaos dunk, my man. Sorry, but what is the boss battle theme? Let's pull it up. It's a pretty good boss battle theme, though. I'm so sad the music doesn't work in that game anymore. I wanted to do an LP, but it just doesn't work. Wait, that's the... Silver Gunner! You scoundrel! You scoundrel! You can't do that. That's a crime. He gets me every single time. Every single time. This game goes so hard. He wants the ink and gold! It's sparkly. Oh no! They were gonna make a sequel with him! And they never made it. Oh. He knows about the Chaos Dunk. I love that when you do it in the game, there's like a whole alarm and everything. Ah, oh, it's so good. I love that he goes into a cave where he gets his truest dreams, and it's not like his wife or his kid. It's ink and gold! Oh, it's so good. I ring the doorbell, adjusted my grip on the 12-pack. I puts down the cut into my fingers. And then Damien mentioned bullets at some point. Shit, didn't bring any trunks. Fuck it, whatever. Soon enough, the door opens and there's a big man himself. Seems right at the side of the soda.
Hey, Deester, you made it. Grab that soda after all. Heck yeah, here, I'll chuck it in the fridge. You can go and head out back. It's where everyone is right now.
So he didn't bring the salad, which is what made don't forget that that Liz was like, oh man, he's so thoughtful. He bought me some salad. But no one who has bought the salad this time, if nobody. He takes the bag from me and gestures to a sliding door on the other side of the house, which I start heading my way towards. I glance around the house as I walk through it. Huh, this is nice. Definitely lived in. Foam, dart guns, and other toys litter the floor. Oh wait, let's just turn off the song. We had enough. Although, like, it's pretty cool that it ends with a little piano bit. A little piano bitty. A little piano ditty for the boys in the back. Is this appropriate though? Should we? Let's just go for the song, I guess. Foam dots and other toys litter the floor, and in that decently sized living room there's a nice flat screen TV that has a couple of consoles hooked up to it. I open the glass door right as Damien follows behind me, likely nudging me out onto a wooden deck. Hey, this ain't a bad backyard! Spacious enough for a family, that's for certain. There's a pool too. Damien calls out,
Hey everyone, we have a guest already!
I glance to my left as the soft southern drawl draws my attention towards what I can only describe as an older and slightly fatter Damien, minus the top frill, man on the grill like a real chimp. Well, howdy there. I step down on the desk and into his grill space, nodding his off of my hand. How's it going, boss? Name's D. He shifts his tongue over to his offhand and takes my hand and shakes it, leaving what I can only imagine as a sticky residue of marinade on my hand. Marinara. Shit, he manhandles his meat. That's how you know he's doing it right. Randy Payne, but you can just call me Randy, though. Didn't think someone would come in this early. Just finished getting all the good stuff, sauced up. We're just gonna throw a head of lettuce on the girl. Might give Gordon Ramsay flashback. But Gordon Ramsay is my neighbor. He'll freak. Randy Payne. You can just call me Randy, though. Didn't think anyone would come this early. Just finished getting the good stuff all sauced up. As our hands peel apart, I look at the slick, sticky sheen on my hand with only a mild amount of disgust as he returns to his mates. Yeah, I can see that. Randy chuckles, and after a couple of napkins, my hand is clean once again. I lean over, shoulder peering onto the grill. So what's cooking, boss? He glances at me slyly and starts gesturing at his tongs at the veritable smorgasbords of meats he got laid out on several platters, naming out just about every goddamn piece of cow you could find in a butcher shop. Fuck, that shit looks good. Randy chortles as he spies my hungry gaze. It's all marinated in my special mix of wet and dry rub. Careful, your might fall out if they get any wider. I lean back, smirking. I'm trying to be respectful about it, but you can't just show a guy something like this and expect him not to ogle. Randy leans back and belts out a healthy laughter. Oh, you're right, son. I say we're taking shifts grilling this all up. You interested in lending a hand? Assuming my missus doesn't rope you into hauling a bunch of stuff around anyway. Oh, you can count on it, boss. Good man. I step away towards Damien, who's watching the exchange, extremely entertained. Your pops is quite the guy, huh? I won't extort him too heavily when I need his money. Damien cocks his jaw to respond, but a motherly voice goes, Oh, Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the mention of baby brother, a mini Damien leaps over the deck railing and comes sprinting with a wide grin on his face, fist cocked back. Acid punch! Son, if you're gonna admit fighting songs, please play some of the classic 60s and 90s rock instead of this new techno racket. I don't care what they play in that Japano land, where those Japanese people are hanging out, but here we listen to good old-fashioned American country when we fight our people. Listen, I don't think you fully understand. I can't listen to country when I'm giving someone the karate chop. You gotta have the song you gotta do kung fu fighting on. He swings his fist clumsily at my knee and I jerk back out of reaction, but adopt a little fighting pose and grin at the kid playing on whatever game he's doing. You gotta be faster than that, kiddo. He laughs playfully, but then I realize there's some kind of wet substance dripping off of his fist. Huh. Before I can contemplate any further, white Spinosaurus lady dressed in a sweater featuring a real old-timey cartoon character steps forward, hands on her hips as she admonishes the little guy. Vinny! The kid, who apparently is named Vinny, bounces up and down joyfully as he looks at me. Wow, you're fast!
You dodged my Power Raptor acid punch.
I grinned down. His mother steps forward, shaking his aspiration.
I'm so sorry, Dee.
She leers back at the kid, trying to scold him further as he darts off, further distracted by something else entirely.
Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows.
And if only she knew. She looks back at me, Barbed. Are you alright? I straightened back up to a normal standing position, nodding. Sure didn't actually get me, but was that actually acid? She tilts her head, smiling and laughing a little awkward.
Oh no. Well, not anyway.
Did I lose her voice?
Damien's.
I think I lost her voice. Fuck. Well, we'll live with it.
Well, no, not yet anyway. Diphilosauris spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty, but it'll bleach your clothes regardless. You must be Damien's new friend from school, right?
Yeah, thanks for having me over, Mrs. She places a hand on my shoulder, shaking it.
You can just call me Sophia, dear.
I nod at her. She withdraws. Sure do. So summer's in, right? I didn't even realize it was here until Damien mentioned it. Randy pipes up from the grill. Sure, it's really only us dinos that celebrate it anyways. I shift my foot and nod. Yeah, I mean, sure, I get it. I ain't a huge fan of the cold myself. Then again, I don't like it when it's too hot either. Guess that's the tragedy of humanity, eh? I grin as that sets Randy laughing again. He wipes away his tear away as he returns to the grill. Man, he's a good crowd. You ought to be a comedian, eh? Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. I gave him the old two-finger salute. You got it, boss man. I step away, turning my gaze towards Damien, who had chased after his brother and, true to his word in PE, was now wrestling him. Snoot, I shift my attention to the pool and study its gentle waves as light bounces off of them. I wonder if I should just jump in. Nah, too much in the pain in the ass to get dry afterwards. I lean back and set my elbows against the rim of the pool, taking in the outdoor sight, listening to the bird song and the just Boots paranoid perplex Sabbath. The heavy sound of something bursting through the water's surface caused me to jump forward, spinning around to face the source of the noise. I met with Olivia, who's now resting on her arms of the rim of the pool and looks just shocked as me, wearing a purple, goddamn! She fills out that bathing suit real nice. Oh, fucking shit, D, stop being a weirdo. Thankfully, I managed to keep my eyes locked onto hers. Only I've engaged that information with my peripheral vision. I say nothing, but she manages to get out the question. What the hell are you doing here? Well, you see, I was planning to commit. I was talking about Vinny. I got an invite? No, really, why are you here? No, really, I was invited. She gets that glare in her eye before she sinks back into the water, saying nothing. It's my cue to return to my leaning position. Shame too, forgot my trunks. No, I'm not sharing my pool with you. I penis an eyebrow, smirking. Why? You afraid you'll catch cooties or something? She responds by splashing water into my face with her tail, sending me staggering back and sputtering. A slew of curses that almost certainly get me in trouble nearly ripped their way out of me before Damien's voice interrupts me. Yo, Deester, come check this out! Water drips off on my face as Olivia takes a moment to slink back into the water completely, floating in the water like an actual goddamn alligator. I turn to Damien, grunting as I try to wipe my face off as best as I can. What? Well, first, Vinny has something to say to you. The little squirt looks up at me with puppy dog eyes. His hands are receded into his sleeves, which hang limply at his sides.
Sorry for trying to I'm sorry for trying to acid punch you, Deester.
Great, I guess that nickname's really gonna stick. I penis a smirk at him. Yeah, this is a good little man. You just gotta try a little harder next time. Any regret on his face washes away as he bounces up and down on his feet, running a circle around me. Energetic kid. Damien continues speaking. You don't need that. Do you though? Secondly, we need a few more chairs out here. We got a few folding ones, but those aren't gonna be enough for everyone. So we gotta get some from the kitchen. And no longer as you continue your spiel. The chipwood, not heavy at all. After those were out here, we got under the table together. Mommy pissed that got dropped. I penis an eyebrow. Why? It's the only one we got. He glances down at Vinny, smiling. I started a stub story at Smile Burger bathroom stalls. I didn't pay attention to the dialogue options and got here after her fade to black. Yeah, I know that vibe. That's just the fucking best. He glances down at Vinny, smiling.
After everything is set up, we can play something fun, okay, little man?
Vincent just about whips his own head off, nodding as he sprints back towards the house, grinning the whole way. Damien and I chuckle as we follow him in.
Oh, my fucking raptor, Jesus Christ. This table is heavy. Damien and I both grunt to wheeze as we try to carry this unsuspecting titan of eatery outside while Vinny gives some more support. At a certain point, we gas out, the table hitting the floor with a heavy thud. I lean on it, panting heavily. Damien, what the hell is this table made out of, dude?
While we both try to catch our breath, Vinny pipes up.
Why can't Livia help us? She's super strong.
Damien looks down and with Smith beats us.
Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin our time.
But her chair thing has wheels. Can't we use that?
Damien crosses his arm, looking like he's seriously contemplating it before I reach over and bap him on the shoulder with the back of my hand.
We can't use Olivia's wheelchair as a dolly, you goofball.
Yeah, I think it's too small anyways.
Why are these on new lines? You can have declarative text next to quotes, you bingus. Oh, I'm doubling over. I'm also still full of soup. Why am I cursed with soup?
Do you know what it soup's like? Souping someone that's in a soup to soup you.
Anyway.
It's no fair. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help?
What? I know she wasn't intro first, but Damien rubs the back of his head awkward.
Come on, not in front of the guests, yeah.
It's true, though.
You know, you don't know that. Come on.
Then he crosses his arms, turning away and pouting. And Damien turns back to me.
All right, I think I got a better grip now. Let's go for it again.
Damn, this is really making my bruise flare up. I squat down and plant my hands on the inside.
All right, hit it.
I start an internal countdown. I start an internal countdown to go and start lifting. But my expected support never comes, and I jolt back in pain for trying to lift this thing by myself. I ask him what the hell he's doing. He stands idly in contemplation.
Wait.
What's up?
Damien leans back, crosses his arms, and goes into deep thought. I swear I see smoke coming out of his a-holes. Suddenly, like the grand secrets of the universe have been revealed to him, he throws his hands up.
Oh! Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I can't stop the death glare I give Damien, who shrinks back sheepishly.
Guess we gotta haul this thing back into the dining room, fellas.
I jab a finger at him, cutting my eyes, and hiss in the sense. I'm gonna haul you outside and lob you into Olivia's pool, you big fucking goofball. I glance at Vinny as Damien guffaws. Don't tell anyone I said that, and don't say it either. His lips purse and he nods about 5 times, eyes wide. Oh, my sweet dear summer child extorting the children. Pretty sure I feel a blood vessel burst in my forehead, lugging that monster cess table back. Luckily, the plastic one is light, carrying a feather compared to that thing. We'll get it out there and head back and take advantage of the AC to cool off a bit. After lugging tables back and forth, I don't know, I was very scampered to somewhere else, so I take the opportunity to ask a question, grabbing Damien's attention with his name. Who fucking cares? Why do you include this? No one fucking cares about that. That is not important text. Don't waste your fucking word count on it. Like, why are you effectively saying the same thing 3 fucking times over? This is not what writing is about. It's about the emotional, thematic, and plot core, and none of this has anything to do with that. This isn't stage direction. This is penising. Penising about. Once I have it, I penis an eyebrow and ask my question. So what, Olivia's just gonna slink back into her room and skip out on the fun? Damien flinches, crossing his arms and looking down sadly.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, I would like to point out, right? You don't need this, and then this. You take the opportunity to ask a question. Okay, cool. Then why are you telling me you're asking a question? That's implicit to the fucking setup. You don't have to. It's not a joke. It doesn't need the punchline. The punchline is the action being taken. You're. Like, what bothers me is the magic of, like, theater and writing and and everything is you can say something and then just fucking do it. Right? If you tell someone, I'm going to go into the kitchen and grab a spoon, you don't walk into the kitchen and then say, I got a spoon. You come back with the fucking spoon. And when you're back, you don't say, I got the spoon for it. No, because it's implicit to what actually is going on. Also, why does he have to penis his fucking eyebrow again? What's with the penises? Everything penises around here. It's been a bit since I got unreasonably angry. Irrationally angry, and unreasonably angry. Unreasonably. Thank you, Safi, for inventing a word no one will ever want to use.
Yes, she doesn't really stick around for family events like this at all. Regular introvert stuff, you know, no big deal.
Randy and Sophia, cool with that?
Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person.
Yeah, sure. Again, like, if you put this on one line, it's less offensive, but when it's a fucking 2 lines, right? You new line this shit. If you're going to be, like, I don't want to have descriptive text together with my quotes, then don't double down. Because you're just wasting my time. Your pacing gets killed. New lines kill pacing. You want to use them strategically. Like, Damien straightens up, looking noticeably more chipper, like a chipmunk.
She does show up for food, though. Speaking of which, wanna go check up on the grill?
I penis an eyebrow again. At this point, I just assume his eyebrows just continuously penised. Not a chance any of it is done. He nods.
I just like the smell.
Well, lead the way, big man. We both return outside and casually walk up to the grill master's domain, where the heady aroma of well-seasoned meat fills the air. Randy and Sophia are working it together right now, cold grilling. Damien and I leer over to them both ogling the meat. Why are you using leering and ogling? Use one and stick to it. Like the writing is so flat and uncreative, right? It's unaware of the flow and the cadence of sentences. Like, you can just replace this with at the meat. Like, why are you putting another verb here? This is someone's thoughts, not their fucking English assignment. It's like, first-person perspective, right, gives me the implication that this fucking character is way too specific about everything, which makes sense, I guess. He's a fighting person, so I guess he would pick up on minor details and he would notice people twitching. But it's never emotionally described as something that he cares about, that draws his attention and mind, and he's aware of it. It just... We are not privy to any sort of emotional core to why it happens. It's just done that way, I guess. And if it is intentional, I'm sorry to tell you, buddy, but you're not fucking the Samarillion. Just spell it out. If it's intentional, that is. You can be subtle, but you gotta wink at it. Gotta wink and smile.
How's it coming along, Pops? You making any how I like 'em?
You mean at all? I'm pretty sure Damien has no desired taste. Randy gestures at the grill with a wide grin. Oh, you know it, son. Have a look for yourselves. He steps aside, allowing us to absorb. He steps aside, letting us absorb the full breath. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold up. No, Joe, no. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. We need Joseph Joestar in this.
Oh my God!
Thank you. What a beautiful oh my God. It's protein nirvana. I haven't seen a feast like this in quite some time. Randy nods in approval at hunger gauges. Oh, good, right. Damien flashes a thumbs up with a response. With his response, as
I'll say.
I do say, dear Father Esquire. Randy idly picks up a piece of meat with his tongs, turning back to us. Tongs, not thongs. Secret is you gotta let these babies have some time getting seared in each way. That way it really hones the flavor. Feels like my heart shatters into us. I can only watch the meat steak slip out of his hands and slap against the concrete. Randy does a whoops and stares down at it for a brief moment before he shrugs and picks it up with a bare hand. Not too ruined. He peers back at the pool. Hey, Olivia, you want it? I watch her silver eyes float above the edge of the pool. She sits silent for a moment, then, sure, toss it in. The fuck? Randy cocks it. I'm sorry, you're using this verb too much. For too many things. The fuck? Randy penises his hand back and lobs it forwards towards her like a frisbee. Before it can make contact with the water, she leaps out and snatches it in her maw. Listen. I'm gonna, let's do this, okay? The reason I am okay with this shit happening is because in the demo, the tone is way more cartoonish and a little silly. We already have had 2 fighting scenes. Very detailed in description as to how this motherfucker fights, right? You can't keep these scenes in anymore. You just can't. Like, what are you doing tonally with your story if you're keeping the goofball shit in? This man, literally this week, beat the shit out of someone. He has liver damage. And we're doing this. Fucking dinos. Anyway, decent, you're our first guest. You get the honor of choice packs. Which one do you want? I turned towards him, eyes wide, and theatrically placed my hand over my heart. Well, I flattered. You shouldn't have, Randy, but I'm still gonna have to ask for the money for, protection purposes. All 3 of the currently present pains laugh as I lean forward, scanning the vast array of carnivorous delight. You're killing me. I guess I'll go for the flat iron. I give him a side glance, and unspoken tension hangs in the air. Rare. Suddenly I feel a distinct warmth settle over me as the 3 of them nod approvingly. Randy claps a hand over my back. Atta boy, a man after my own heart. I lean back, chuckling. You kidding me? I'm like Knuckles, I don't chuckle. It's the best way. Humans might be omnivores, but we can't chew up a steak with the best of them. Yeah, and, if it's not cooked, you better hope it's not chicken. You sure? I know humans can't eat just about anything. Isn't it rare, a little raw? It's been on the grill, it's fine. I cock my head and shake my... What are you even doing here, man? I get it. His eyebrow is constantly in the fucking DreamWorks poster position. It's just stuck up there. He hasn't told anyone about it, but he has a fucking stroke, and it's just stuck there at this point. I get it. Stop making fun of the man. Jesus.